We love the three Eds just as much as anyone else. But one of the reasons they work so well together is mostly credited to how different they are from each other. In this list, we'll be focusing on Double D and all of his best moments throughout the show. Which do we think are the best? Well, sit back, grab some snacks, and let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome to 90s Nostalgia. Today, we'll be going over our picks for the top 10 Double D moments in Ed, Edd, and Eddy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to 90s Nostalgia, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our countdowns regarding everything 90s. That being said, let's get started. Number 10. Home Invasion. The entire cul-de-sac was convinced it was still summer vacation, since Eddy altered the calendars to confuse everyone on which day it was. This all happened right before a storm hit, which shed light on what was really going on. Not long after that, the most important thing dawned on them.
So doesn't school start tomorrow? School starts tomorrow? Pencils, papers!
School was less than a day away. Without being prepared for their first day, they had no way of getting any material. But they do know that Double D is the person to have school supplies handy, so his house was pretty much broken into against his will.
Your feet.
Number 9. Careful driver. In a big city of impatient drivers, the road can be dangerous. Thankfully, Double D is as attentive as can be, and follows street regulations to ensure safety for everyone. Still, no one else is as patient when it comes to driving, so Double D gets removed from the road altogether. I mean, he did have his safety cushions installed, but not even those were enough to keep him away from conflict. Number 8. Sticky hands. For the sake of taking just one shower, Double D is pretty desperate to get himself as close as he can to washing up the natural filth that's creeping up on him. While being pinned down by Sarah, Double D manages to stick her hands to the floor just to escape from her. The odd part is that she didn't even realize what Double D did until he had already gotten away. Number 7. Dr. D. Fair warning, this one's gonna get a bit weird. But weird is to be expected with this show. Double D is taking the role of school doctor, and no thanks to Ed and Eddy, the entire school is convinced that it's booster shot day, so everyone's in fear of catching anything, putting a lot of pressure on Double D. The one moment that took us by surprise was when Johnny pulled his pants down for what could be a prostate exam. Yeah, the footage speaks for itself. Number 6. Shirt for shoes. Breaking the rules can be seen as a cool thing to do when you're young, but you soon learn that there's rules for a reason. While trying to follow these rules, like not stepping on the grass as written on the sign, Double D keeps getting pushed towards stepping on it by Ed and Eddy. One way they do this is by attempting to push Double D down with their feet, stepping on Double D's shirt with their filthy shoes.
Excuse me, but has my shirt become a doormat for everyone's filthy shoes?
This doesn't only happen once, but twice. That shirt is far from clean now. Number 5. Q marks the spot. You can't trust Ed with directions the same way you can't trust him with the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, L, M, N, O, G. Don't you know your alphabet, Double D?
But Double D still listens to him. Even after Ed tells him to put the rock on the X, there's no X to be seen anywhere. Only a big Q on the ground, which I guess marks the spot. Double D goes back and forth with Ed on why a Q is placed there of all things, all while struggling to hold the rock much longer than he anticipated. But this obviously gets nowhere. Number 4. Kevin the PRIMATE. People can be weird sometimes, including Double D himself. In one instance, he decided it would be funny to mock Kevin by wearing a small hat and acting like a monkey, dubbing it as Kevin the PRIMATE, which is when Double D started to dial back and realize how ridiculous he must have looked, especially in front of Nats. Just keep being yourself, Double D. Number 3. Sextant. We've mentioned this moment before, but it definitely is one of Double D's best, considering just how oblivious he is to his own words that even Ed and Eddy notice it before he does. He begins to describe a contraption he's holding, which is called a sextant. Just when he says the word though, immediate laughter radiates from Ed and Eddy, which confuses Double D. They keep prompting him to repeat the word for their own amusement, and Double D catches on, eventually. Number 2. Angry D. This one we honestly didn't see coming the first time around. While bravely confronting Sarah, Double D is then stopped by Ed, who's protecting his little sister by fending off Double D. This results in Ed saying he's no longer friends with Double D, which hurts him a lot more than he would have ever been prepared for. Something about this moment strikes a chord in Double D, and the introverted, timid guy we know suddenly becomes an aggressive monster, destroying the cafeteria as well as Ed along with it. It's so bad that even Eddy thinks he went a bit too far.
Maybe a little rough on Ed, huh? He is our pal, you know. Right!
Number 1. Feel the heat. For the longest time, we've grown used to Double D's introverted personality and his lack of social capabilities. It's what makes him such a likable character to begin with. When you turn that personality on its head though, there's no way of imagining Double D as anything remotely extroverted. That's until a special boomerang that polarizes character traits makes its way into Double D's hands, which results in the unthinkable.
Wow, is it hot or what?
Get over it! We got ointment to sell!
Chill, bro. I'm sizzling in this heat.
Double D is no longer a shy or shaky introvert, but instead a lax, impulsive guy with a chill attitude. And, well, he doesn't like wearing clothes because it's too hot under them. Yeah, that last part is a bit weird. Those may be our favorite Double D moments, but what do you think? Did you enjoy our list? Which moments were your favorite? Share them with us in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to 90s Nostalgia so you can keep up with our wide array of countdowns regarding everything 90s. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time.